Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with some MLB 2K12 and game number 5 of the American League Championship Series. In case you guys didn't get a chance to be able to watch the last game, I'm going to give you a quick recap. I did end up losing that game. It was kind of frustrating, not because I lost. Well, you know, it does add that I lost, but really the way that I lost too. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes in that game that I usually don't make. So the fact that I made those mistakes and ended up costing the game, that was frustrating. I had a bunch of hits, but I wasn't able to bring anyone home. But anyway, go back and watch that one, I guess, if you want a little bit more information on how that one ended up. But here we go. The first hit of the game is going to go to the Mariners. This one is going to go into left field, and Brendan Bosch going to get that one. Throws it in to Scudero. So it does end up being a single. It could have been a lot worse than just a single, but I'm not happy that it went the way of the Mariners. Felix Hernandez is starting on the mound for the Mariners, and if you don't remember, in game number 1, he gave me a hard time. And in inning number 1, it was also pretty tough to be able to get anything off of him. Austin Jackson went 5 for 5 in the last game and also had 5 stolen bases. Yeah, getting nowhere here, I think, today with Felix Hernandez. So this ends up being my first hit. A little nice roller into center field. I really can't complain about that here. So it takes me until the top of the second for Alex Avila to go ahead and get our first hit. So I'm not worried about it. I mean, I've gone a lot longer before I've gotten hits, but really nothing came from that. Chris Carpenter is going to be on the bump for me here today. I was kind of saving him here in case we were going to get to game number 5, because there's a lot of things that I would go ahead and do in this situation. I mean, I wanted to save him for game 5, and then I'd go ahead and bring Verlander in for 6, and if I absolutely needed it, Oswalt for 7. But I don't know. I just thought that would be kind of the smart way to go for this series. You know, if we are able to get the win today or in the next few games, which I'm expecting that we are, you know, then I think I'm just going to go with my standard 5 rotation. I don't think I'm going to be mixing things up too much. Just because of the way that I pitch, you know, I should be able to have Verlander in, you know, on 3 days rest or something like that if I absolutely needed it. So maybe you won't see, like, Turner or Rich Harden ending up pitching for me here in the World Series if we get to that point. I don't know. We'll just kind of play it by ear. It also depends who we end up playing too. But man, a double play right here is going to go ahead and destroy that offense and that momentum that I had going here in that inning. Ichiro coming up to the plate next. So what's going on in the National League right now is the Braves are up over the Brewers right now. I think the series is 3 games for the Braves, 2 for the Brewers. Now, the Brewers have come back in their series previous to this in the ALDS, and it looked like they might start coming back here in this too, because it was 3-0 for the Braves. The Brewers have won the last 2, but I am anticipating going up against the Braves. I'm going to have to wait until the end of this series, though, to kind of see for sure who I'm going up against, or maybe at the end of the game here too, because if the Braves end up winning their next game, then I would be able to know that. Strikeout against Ichiro, that's always something I've got to celebrate because I just know what kind of player he is and how tough it is to be able to get those strikeouts. So not going to head over to second. I'm going to get back over to first. So I'm just trying to see if I can make the computer do a crazy throw or something like that. So, all right, maybe we'll get something going right here. This changeup. Oh, man. Victor Martinez hits into a double play. So that's 2 for us here. We're in the 4th inning, and already 2 innings have had double plays in there. That's not how I want things to be able to go, but I'm just really having a hard time being able to get some pop on the ball. Seems like I'm just topping it every single time, and it's not been good. But, wow, Miguel Cabrera barely getting that one past the second baseman into center field. So he's getting a hit. The big 3 really have had a good series. The big 3, of course, are Victor Martinez, Miguel Cabrera, and Prince Fielder. But, oh, Prince Fielder getting a hit too. So now we got runners on first and second. Alex Avila is going to be coming up next. I'm hoping that he can go ahead and get a good hit into the gap, be able to bring Miguel Cabrera home right here. This changeup, though. He's not going to be able to get it there in time. So bases are loaded. This is a bad thing for me here because the bases loaded curse, as we saw in the last game, definitely affecting me here in the postseason. And there it is, just nothing getting done. I'm wondering if the show, if that curse is going to get lifted or if I'm still going to have to deal with that. Anyway, Delman Young here in the 5th inning. There we go. These are the kind of hits that I need. Maybe a little bit more towards center field, one right into the gap so I can get an extra base hit, because all of my hits so far have been singles, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head if I've had any doubles, but good stop right there. Ooh, luckily the computer had to do some stupid animation and didn't get it over to first in time, because that might have been another double play. All right, so 5th inning now becomes the 7th. Really nothing has taken place. I mean, everybody has like hit a pop fly or, you know, hit a ground ball. No hits, no strikeouts, nothing to speak of here between the last 2 innings. So in the bottom of the 7th, that little spat of boringness, I guess you could go ahead and call it, or that lull of anything exciting gets broken by that base hit. Carpenter still doing a great job, as is Felix Hernandez, because here we are in the 7th inning and nobody has been able to score a run. You know, I've been able to get hits, but I haven't been able to really do anything with him, because Felix Hernandez is doing a great job of forcing me to hit the ball on the ground, hitting into some double plays, and it's really getting to me, as you can see. But at the same time, Chris Carpenter is also doing a phenomenal job as well. He's only allowed 2 hits so far in the 7th inning. So both pitchers doing a great job in different ways. You know, because with Chris Carpenter, it's just a lack of any type of contact or hits. You know, and with Felix Hernandez, while he is allowing hits, he's just making sure I don't do anything with him. So, you know, pretty clutch actually for King Felix here in this game, given the fact that this is a must-win for the Mariners. Because if I win this game, well, I'm going to the World Series. I'm going to gun him down. And that's going to go ahead and end the inning. You cannot steal bases on me, especially with Alex Avila behind the plate. He has thrown down so many runners this season. It has been crazy. I'm so glad that he is behind the plate when I'm the one who's pitching, and I don't want to be base running against him. But, all right, 8th inning. Dang it. Oh, I thought I beat it, but apparently I didn't. That is going to be double play number 3 in this game. Really destroying anything I've got going. Now, I know some of the ones I've been swinging at, I probably should have laid off, you know, and just let that one go past me, but what can I really do about it now? All right, so kind of debating at this point here if I'm going to go ahead and bring in Jose Valverde to try and close the game out in the 9th inning, but... well, I guess I should say if it comes down to a bottom of the 9th situation, which I'm honestly hoping that it does, because if there is no bottom of the 9th, that means I've lost. And they've gotten something going here in the bottom of the 8th. All right, so I might go ahead and I might keep Carpenter in here, because I've done a pretty good job of being able to limit my pitches. That's just the thing about 2K Sports, though, with baseball, is it's very, very easy to not have a normal pitch count. So I think I just entered the 60s here in the 8th inning. 0-2 count. Swings and a miss. Or swings and misses. There we go. I mixed the singular and the plural together. Swing and a miss, swings and misses. Well, that's not even singular and plural. Whatever. Gosh, I'm tired. So I'm going to mess up. All right, so here we are in the top of the 9th. So Victor Martinez getting on first. The big 3 here in the top of the 9th. Everybody who had 1.5. And this one is going to get crushed. Miguel Cabrera sending this one here into left field. That is going to go into the 2nd deck. That is his first home run of the postseason, even though it says his 0th. That's not correct. But what a clutch home run for us right here in the top of the 9th to make the score 2-0. So, yes. I mean, I was so excited when this happened. I mean, I threw down my controller and I threw my hands up in the air, and gosh, I was happy. I think my wife was like, what's going on down there? But 2-0 here is what we're going to be seeing here. Tigers getting it done here in the 9th inning, finally breaking Felix Hernandez. Made him bend a few times. This is the first time he's really broken and let anything big take place. And, of course, it's got to be Miguel Cabrera. We still have Prince Fielder coming up next, so maybe back-to-back home runs is what we're going to be seeing. No outs here. This one is going to get crushed, and it's going to go to the wall, but, of course, it's not going to go over. That's going to allow Prince Fielder to round first, head over to second. He's going to slide head first and make it in there safely. So this is a good situation. I know Prince Fielder is not necessarily the fastest guy on my team. Actually, he's probably farthest from the fastest on my team. But I can bring him home. 2 outs later, though, Delman Young is going to get walked. So now I got runners on first and second. And now I have got Scudero up to the plate, who's done pretty good this postseason, but he's going to hit this one over to third and get thrown out at first. All right, so this is what we're going to have to try and stop here in the bottom of the 9th. We cannot afford to let 2 runs get by. I don't even want 1 run to get by, to be honest, because I think it'd be kind of cool to get the complete game shutout here for Chris Carpenter, which in real life is just absolutely phenomenal. In the game, I don't think it's really too exciting, honestly. It's not that big of an honor here, given the fact that you don't get tired nearly as quick, and you're not throwing nearly as many pitches as you do in real life. Maybe in the show I'll get excited about it if it comes to that. But anyway, this one is going to get hit in the left field, and Brennan Bosch is not going to be able to get there, so it is a hit. That means the tying run is at home plate. So Brennan Ryan, everybody's eyes are on him right now, including my own. Hopefully I can go ahead and force him to hit the ball on the ground. I'm going to start things off here, though, with a fastball high and inside. And he's going to watch that one for strike 1. I figure if I can go ahead and make him think that I'm going to be throwing high, kind of make me throwing some pitches low, or a little bit of a surprise. I'm going to start this one outside, bring it in. He's going to hit this one high in his center field, and Austin Jackson leisurely gets over there, makes the catch, throws it into second, and we have got 1 out right now. So Chris Carpenter just needs 2 more, and this game is done, and the Detroit Tigers will advance to the World Series, playing either the Atlanta Braves or the Milwaukee Brewers. So I'm kind of tense about this Ichiro coming up now. Remember, I mentioned Ichiro is one of those players I absolutely respect, and I know this is a dangerous situation for me to be in. Ichiro, just a phenomenal hitter, laying down the bunt. Alex Avila going to pick it up. Kind of risky right there, and I get it over to Prince Fielder. It was risky, not because it was not the right move to make, but because it was in the red when I went ahead and threw it. So I did have a pretty high chance of actually throwing an error right there, and that would not have been good. So 2 outs. Ichiro does advance the runner into scoring position. All right, so trying to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to start again here with a fastball high and outside. Oh, actually, it's a 12-6 curve that drops. My bad. So that is going to be strike number 1 on the swing and miss. All right, just trying to watch the runner at second. I don't think he's going to head over to third. I think that would be suicidal for the team if they did that. Swing and a miss on strike number 2, a fastball high. That's the one I was waiting for. So maybe I'll try to get him to swing at something crazy. Absolutely not. I'm just going to go for it here. I'm going to go with, I think, the fastball again. So forces him to hit it high. Scudero is going to get there, get underneath it, make the catch, and the Detroit Tigers are heading to the World Series. Wait, why isn't he moving? There we go. I can control him right now, so I'm just going to make him run around. Everybody is jumping around home plate because of the fact that we are advancing. What a great game it was for Chris Carpenter. I am so glad that I saved him for game number 5 because he definitely proved his worth here in this one. And now you're going to be seeing Justin Verlander in game number 1 of the World Series against the Atlanta Braves. So, Tigers, Braves coming up next for you here in this one in the World Series. I know this is going to be tough. Of all the teams in the postseason, it was the Braves that I was worried about going up against the most. And, of course, they're going to be the team that I have to go up against because they are the best team, I think, in the National League postseason race. So I appreciate you guys watching this. More, of course, to come. It is the World Series in just a little bit. So subscribe, you guys, if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great stuff. All you got to do is check the description below. You guys are phenomenal people. Do not ever forget that. And as always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.